RC Command leads the way. Nick here with an update coming out of Blue Holler, heading into Rush Springs Ranch. We got some news, some updates I want to throw out there for you, and I also wanted to go over the standings. So let's start with that. Justin and Colton Hoback are real close. Boy, there's only a 9-point difference there. So depending on where those two fall at Rush Springs, those are going to be your winners for the season. That's pretty exciting. Dex Browder came through at finished well at Rush. No, correction, at Blue Holler. So he mixed up the fight between third and fourth. That was Anthony Garcia and Austin Godinez. So now Dex is in that fight right there, and the points difference is, very close. So I'm sure that I'm pretty sure that Anthony Garcia is coming. I have heard that he is definitely coming. Austin, I haven't heard about him yet. Dex and those guys, I know that there was quite a haul for them, so I don't know if they're going to come or not. But if they do, boy, it's going to be good to solidify their spot on the podium for the season. Okay, don't forget that at finals is going to be 4 hills, so double the points. Okay, if you go all the way down to if you subtract Justin and Colton 9 slots below that, man, I tell you what, it's really shaping up. The national RC rock racing series is really starting to shape up, y'all. It's cool to watch. If you go to southernrockracing.com and check out the results, the overall cup standings, it's pretty cool. Again, it starts with Dex Browder, Anthony Garcia, Austin Godinez, Dustin Sparks, Jimmy Hoffman, Mark Crow, Justin Browder, again, Matt Lacey. Those guys are man, they're right there. It's super cool to see this. The top 10, who are really starting to shine, if you will. We're starting to see our stars. When we go to the Northern Series, we see our drivers up there, and we go down to the Southern Series too. And now heading out west. The Hobacks are always a guarantee, but going into the Central Series, you've got Austin Godinez, Anthony Garcia. Those guys are both real close. I'm pretty sure that Anthony's going. So there's huge potential for changes for that third place spot, and potentially the top 5 for the entire Cup. Now, on top of the Cup, something new that started up at Blue Holler. Lee from 949 Designs reached out to me and said, I want to be a part of this. He's out in California, but he loves what we're doing, and he supports us in any way possible. So he says, I'm going to give you $100 and build a hill, and let's see if these guys can climb it, in honor of 949 Designs. I guess he's sponsoring it for us. So we chose a hill. It was to the left of the waterfall, the same hill that they were dragging the buggies out from, the same hill that both Little Tim Bacon and Bubba Bacon attempted that rock face. They went up that and then flipped over. They didn't end up making it to the top, but they couldn't finish that hill. So that was the bounty hill for the RCs, and nobody made it. Okay, so Lee says if it's okay with the RC NRRA, the management, not myself, but the management of the NRRA, I'd like to roll that into the next race. So we got that blessing, and Lee said, I'm going to make it even better. I'm going to throw in another $150. So 949 Designs now has the bounty up to $250. That's on top of the $250 that you can win if you're racing in the Cup Series as well. Okay, you fill out your W-9, send it into the NRRA, you get your check in the mail. Okay, to make it even better, Daniel Heckley of Smoked Out Racing, the smoked out racing buggy, the smoked out buggy. Kind of saw what we were doing, heard about what we were doing. His son races in the Cup Series, and he says, I want to support this. I think this is cool. So he threw down $100. So now the pot is up to $350 on top of the $250 you can win for the Cup Series. That's $600, y'all. I don't know of anybody else that's paying that much. Well, definitely not in RC rock bouncing, that's for sure, across the country. But I'm talking about overall RC in general. Who is paying that much money? I'm asking you to post down below. I don't care if it's China or where they're racing. Who is paying almost $1,000 for you to win a race, to climb 3 hills with an RC car? I don't know. I don't follow RC that much. I follow rock bouncing. So help me out, y'all. Who's in RC? Please post below. Who else is paying out that much money for one race? I'm not talking about the entire season. One race now, okay? On top of that, it gets even better. I hope that somebody climbs the bounty and claims the $350 at Rush Springs. But on top of that, if that doesn't happen, then we're going to roll it over into finals, okay? And we'll have a big event for the Bounty Hill for finals, okay? So going into finals, guaranteed we have sponsorship from High Society Off Road. Okay, I'm going to make an official post for that later on, and an anonymous donor, Robert Tabor, sponsored. So for a total of $300 already on the line for the Bounty Hill at finals. So if nobody claims the bounty at Rush Springs, now we're up to $650, y'all, just for the Bounty Hill. On top of that, you win for the weekend cash earnings. I gotta get with Clyde on that and make sure, find out how much we're paying out, because there is 4 hills now. So we'll see I'll get back with you. I owe you that. Okay, I'll get you an answer on that. But potentially, y'all, you could be winning $1,000, maybe more, at finals. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here, man. I don't want to start rambling on. I don't want to get past Rush Springs because I'm very excited about Rush Springs. But there's a lot to look forward to for the rest of the year as far as the RC NRRA goes. Real quick, big shouts out to the guys down in Texas. They just got done building their U4 track. Super excited about them. Ben Hume down there holding it down. Curtis Hazard up in New Hampshire. They're getting ready to have a race, big race at Curtis's house. Unbelievable hills at Curtis's, man. Super, super excited for those guys up there. Let's see. New buggies. Colton just released his new buggy. We're going to have a video coming out on that, kind of mapping out exactly, every single close spec that Colton uses, so we can copy him to an exact and beat him next year. I'm just kidding, Colton, man. I love messing with Colton. He's such good people. Him and Justin both. Justin, building buggies like, it's like the Ford plant over at the Hobacks, man. He did just on a conveyor belt, just building buggies. I love it. Let's see. Up in Indiana, those guys out there running every day. Jimmy Hoffman. Let's see. Dustin Sparks just got a new rig, a Rock Ray. So that's cool. An IFS rig. I think that's the only IFS buggy that's up in that area. Justin Martin with his Emery Works monsters, those little monsters. Everybody's out practicing, man. I see Austin Godinez posting. He's out getting seat time in, man. It's all about seat time, y'all. Get that seat time. Because it's getting to the point where a lot of money's going to be on the line. I mean, I don't want to start any rumors or anything, but there's a rumor that I heard that the Cup Series could be going to $10,000 next year payout for the entire season. $10,000 for an RC race. So think about that. I love y'all, man. I do. I miss y'all. Can't wait to be back with my bouncer family. RC Command leads the way.